All right, hello and welcome to the Courtesy Flush. Joining me tonight is Naresar, who is...
Hello.
Hello, and also Squick, who's here as well.
Hello, good evening. I broke in using crime.
You did. We don't know what to do about it, but you are here, and...
The punishment is he has to be on stream. Isn't that why we're here, is we're being punished?
Ah, of course. That is the point. Yeah, exactly. That's what he was saying.
You can't punish me for doing illegal things. That's you can't.
Yeah. Well, we did. I also have to turn off this audio, of someone messaging me like constantly. There we go. Anyway.
But yes, it's lovely to be here.
Let me just load into the thing. Woo! Hello and welcome. Look, Squick is totally a legally distinct dinosaur dragon that's not MSI. Don't worry. Look, they let us
Don't worry about it.
They let us borrow it.
Yeah, there's a mustache.
Yeah, it's distinct. Yeah, they let us borrow it because they were like, you know what? You bought enough of our products. I'm sure that it's fine. Crow's getting spicy love notes live on stream. Yes, I am. This one is very spicy. It asks, "Hey, did you take the trash out?" Yes. The answer to that question is yes, I did. Why are you flying, Nick? Get down from there. There we go. Anyway.
I don't know why I'm flying. I mean, yes, I'm a raptor, but I'm not an avian.
That's true.
Although I heard
the
other day something very interesting.
Oh.
That technically I think it's Maniraptors is the family that like Velociraptors and that ilk are in.
My God, he's been
secondarily flightless, like as in they evolved from a flying ancestor. So the dinosaurs had already started to fly, and the raptor said, actually that's too much, we're just going to run on the ground, which to be fair is basically what ostriches and emus have done. So,
Wait, are you implying that if I wanted to catch a raptor, I could do that thing where I just lie on my back and start bicycle kicking the sky and they get real confused and just show up?
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe.
no, exactly. I saw a Nintendo game where that happened. It was based on a real story.
Man, Jurassic Park has taught me all the wrong lessons.
You know what? I think that's true. I mean, if you look at what happened through the movie, the plot, you can understand why running a park filled with dinosaurs is amazing and terrible at the same time.
That's fair.
And when you only hire one IT guy to do the whole network.
That, however, is extremely on brand.
So this is the half moonwalk, which I'm assuming has something to do with Michael Jackson, because he's been alive for like at least a couple hundred years.
And is that where you just walk sideways?
We did check our letter.
We did check our letter. So this case started out, Wiggins came in and he was like...
Oh, that's right. Wiggins came in like, hey, somebody's framing my brother for murder, help. And we're basically putting off dinner to do that, because apparently they were going to...
Hello,
This is
Toby.
important.
All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
Wow. Those are words. She's still standing there. Does she have... every single chapter... Yes.
I keep expecting that to do something, but anyways.
So I have an important question.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be easier, rather than solving the mystery of who's framing them for murder, to just teach them how to commit them?
Oh, Nick, you need the hat. You need to go get the hat. And you know it's true. That's a great way to solve mysteries. Meepnix is now following. Thanks for the courtesy. Welcome. And Wiggins is the little... he's basically like Sherlock's like street urchin information gatherer. Wow, that's a nice top hat, though.
It is.
And they let you wear it.
Dress up for dinner.
They let you wear the top hat, Nick. You got to put it on now. I mean, you can't put on Sherlock's hat because I guess you have to beat the whole game, which is weird.
I guess it does still have a...
Yeah, but we can wear a top hat, which is still, like, that's on brand. You were wearing a top hat, so that works.
There we go. We now have Sherlock in a top hat.
Indeed.
That is a well-hatted gentleman.
Okay. Let us be off.
Do we go to Scotland? Well, take a look at the mission brief overview. Let's see what we're doing.
Solve the crime of at Half Moon Street. Investigate the crime scene. Talk to the witnesses. Interrogate Leighton. Examine his belongings at Scotland Yard.
Okay, so young Wiggins of the Irregulars seeks out Holmes' advice on a family affair. His elder brother, Leighton, has been arrested by the police. He's accused in a double, I'm guessing, murder? Yes. So he's accused in a double murder that he clearly didn't commit because, look, Wiggins might be a street urchin, but he's not a murderer. Like, yes, he will steal your wallet, but he will not stab you.
Wiggins' brother is accused.
That's true.
Which we haven't met the brother, so maybe he is the type to go just shank somebody or not. I don't know.
Oh, you want to go interrogate him at the thing? Okay. Ah, yes. How do you enjoy this carriage ride?
Silently.
Silently.
Holmes is like,
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession,
Oh.
which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
We have to stop him from being sent to Australia.
yeah, I
Clearly.
don't know, murder, he might just be, like, it was all the petty crimes that got you shipped off to Australia.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, look.
usually anything major, you just executed.
Yeah. Well, there's a morgue. I guess we could check out the body? Or would they even have it? They wouldn't have it out, just sitting here.
Wait,
Bodies aren't out yet. Is it?
so you can just walk into the police station and be like, hey, I heard some guy did crime. Can I have his stuff? And they'll just say yes?
Considering he doesn't ask for payment, they're like, look, if he's willing to do my job for free... yeah, I'm looking at the smoke, too. I don't understand it either.
Is it smoke?
It's
Also, it's
everyone
fairly
in
weirdly
London
because,
smokes.
like, usually if you see smoke, it's between you and the light, and this looks like it's behind.
Well, take a look at that light, though. That is a really nice lighting implement for...
Is that electric?
Yeah, that's electric.
I do believe that is a newfangled electric light bulb. 5 of them.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Scotland Yard got an update in their money, I guess.
And to put it into the mortuary, no less. Impressive.
Oh, there it
Look,
is.
man, we don't
Oh,
trust the
this was-
electricity. It's new, it's weird, and if it's going to get out of control, oh, free gun.
Oh,
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
yes, as we found out, Holmes knows his tobacco very well.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
Ricky was able to just
So
walk his
this
way into
is
an
the
evidence
gun that
room.
Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
Indeed. I like that little
Is it,
comment.
though?
Compacted than most Webleys that I'm used to seeing.
The
Very
chunk of that
interesting.
hammer.
The hammer has the chunk. Double
It
wide.
seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
I love that. Yeah, it still says, I love that you used fangled.
There we go.
Oh. 2 shots.
That,
I don't think that's how. I don't think that's how that's supposed to look, even if they were fired.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired.
Yeah.
There were 2 shots.
The bottoms of those shells are completely missing, so it's like it just blows out of the back of the gun.
Well, how do you think they caught him? He was just lying there bleeding.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my hand. Now let's talk to this young man.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
It looks unsafe. Here, Danya, it is. The
Good
recoilless
evening,
revolver.
Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother. You know him. Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Let's break this
Really
man
trust the
down
guy with the
first. Watch this, Squick. We're gonna break him down.
Okay, so very obviously we've got some sort of scar.
Occasional fights. Grew up on the street. That's
we
very
go-
that's a huge assumption to make, but oh, we got some bruising on the left side there. Recent beating, resisted arrest, hot-headed. So this man's hot-headed.
I mean, okay. Going by the logic of the game, probably, yes. In real life, yeah, the cops might just beat him up to beat him up, to be fair. Oops.
I don't know what you clicked. The office clerk, apparently. Oh, fancy scarf, downtown fashion, cushy job, office clerk.
Okay. I was worried, like, hey, did the game freeze for me?
Whoa.
Oh, this is...
Interesting.
Okay, what kind of gang/cult nonsense are we into?
Westgate Prison. Committed a crime. Give Mike likes, you non-thumbing up viewers. BPL Nation, rate 5 stars. Hey, Boat Bomber, how's it going? Yeah, rate this. Yeah, rate this YouTube video 5 stars.
Good.
Nostalgia
Tell
for
me your
2007.
account of what happened.
I left my work, and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head, and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Free gun.
Yeah, that's the law of the road.
Maybe not the best idea to follow. Yes, let me grab a weapon from a dead body and go after a person who probably killed them. That seems like a sensible idea.
Hey, I've played GTA.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
Also, I noticed he said flash, which I can only assume is probably a camera flash. So someone took his picture.
That would do it.
I mean, you wouldn't even need to take a picture necessarily. You could just set off either. Well, I don't know if they probably
They have magnesium. You could do that.
But like just set off the like flash powder bit of it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Layton,
I'm going to look this up.
are
What
you
year is
able
this
to
in?
describe the person
1898?
whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps it's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Oh,
We
or it
shall
could've
see
been
you
fireworks.
soon, young man.
He could have also been wearing bunny slippers. Well, also, Boat Bomber said he thought he heard him say, "I saw a fur person," and then, yeah, I don't know if furries had a convention back then, but apparently they're also committing murders.
Oh yeah, it's the werewolves in London.
Oh yeah, Satan Greymon. Hey, Danny Phantom out there. Yeah. Oh, he Danny Phantomed out there. Yeah, of course he did. There could have been a firework from the show, but he said the flash was so bright.
Yeah, and he didn't mention anything about a bang, just a flash.
Yeah.
But there was also a fireworks show, so
Yeah.
perhaps the bang wasn't noteworthy.
It might be. Yeah, it could just be trying to throw us for a loop here. There's a lot of death around this corner. I'm also just going to check and see if everything looks good in terms of lighting, because I notice it's kind of dark on my screen.
Oops.
I'm Sherlock Holmes, and those corpses are none of my business.
Well, those probably are our corpses. And obviously
Yeah, it looks fine.
that way. So it is just go this way. Okay. I was doing the thing of, hey, this seems like the obvious route. Let me go look at the non-obvious routes to see if anything
Reasonable.
pops up.
Yeah.
You gotta check for clues behind the waterfall.
Look, if you don't put something behind a waterfall, it's almost like not letting you pet the dog in a game, you know?
Yeah.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving.
We don't need to break this man down.
Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
So, based on nothing else and with no
You
supporting
spoke of
evidence, I have a theory.
statements.
Okay.
You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Oh.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Interesting. So he never saw anything. Oh,
He
but
Oh, I bet he did.
hold on a second, Nick.
Oh, right. Squick had an idea.
Or yeah, Squick has an idea.
Yeah. With zero supporting evidence, I'm going to say this guy did it. Like, he was the intercepting police officer, and that's how he got away scot-free. That's why he had the gun. He had the perfect patsy lined up, and for whatever reason, he's got alibis ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Case
Anyway,
solved.
boys.
I like the Scooby-Doo logic. You're like, first person you meet, that's the one who did it.
Hell yeah, it's either that or the Laughing Skeleton Man. And this guy's name is, like, Bones guy. Marrow. His name is Marrow.
Yes, yes.
Also, in case you didn't know, Aberlin was a real person. It's a slim fedora. Yeah, it's a slim fedora. I've never watched One Piece, but I know the image you're talking about. It does kind of look like that. But yes.
Anyway.
Stare at him for 20 minutes while he confessed to the murder.
Well, if you, I'm sure
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Oh yes, the royalty. Whatever.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
The Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper game that they're referencing is actually pretty historically accurate to the case. Oh.
Interesting.
Anyways,
I'll have to check that game out.
that's just a weird counterpoint because it has to be in the books because it keeps popping up in different adaptations. Is that one of the times Holmes is caught shooting the pistol inside? It's to basically try to write a V in wall and bullets in honor of Queen Victoria. So just a weird juxtaposition there.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this body.
You should interview that guy.
Yeah, let's see. Let's break him down, Nick. What do you think? Oh, bullet wound in the stomach. Probably was
He tried
shot.
to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
Oh.
Rough, buddy.
Matching hand tattoo.
The bullet penetrated his stomach. A dreadful wound.
Yeah, there is a matching hand tattoo.
A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos. They were most likely acquainted.
I mean, how big is Westgate Prison? But anyways.
Well, it had at least 2 guys in it.
Yeah. That's the
Brian
point.
Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Hello. Hey, Jake.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. A fairly long...
What is that, a catchball?
Isn't that like part of a whaling setup?
Interesting. Wonder what that's doing here.
It's
a little out of place for this area.
It looks not nailed down, so I think that means it's free.
Normally I would agree with you, but it doesn't, it's... The fact that it's being marked as object of interest means that we need it later for something, but we need to come here to use it, basically.
Yeah, this game, it rewards completionists.
Very good.
It's a bill hook. Thank you.
Oh.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
A locked one.
Indeed.
Well, maybe he didn't get a chance to lock it before he left.
Oh, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Is that like a piece of paper by his arm?
It is. I'm wondering if that's what we need cocaine vision here for.
Let's activate
So, yeah,
cocaine vision.
Can his hand be rotated?
Plates, struck object, piece of wood.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
All right, Nick. What does your cocaine eyes see?
This shard of wood is quite new.
I hear a mouse squeaking back there, and it's like, no, you can't be a part of the crime scene right now. It's not time
Yeah,
for
what are the
crime,
odds that-
mouse.
Wait. I have fun.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Is this
A
broken?
fairly long...
No, doesn't say so. Okay.
Not even the tip?
Doesn't allow me to look at just...
Yeah, I would assume that might be the jeweler, Kenshin. I think that guy was the jeweler. Or actually, take a look at the guide book that your journal, and you could tell who the differences are.
Oh,
So
can't just solve problems by writing them down.
yeah, and we have full color pictures that we scribbled in here.
Nice.
So Tristram Garrow is
Oh, that must. Is that a previous?
yeah. No, these are new. At least I thought they were. Try checking your case notes because I think those are just portraits of people you collected.
Evidence. Script.
These are your souvenirs. That's the notes from the previous. Oh, there they are. There they are. Go back.
What?
Oh, these are just. Go all the way down to the bottom, Nick.
I think these are people that you have to like during our breakdown.
Oh,
That's
okay. So when we break people down, we put them in a book.
I know.
Yeah, that mouse is absolutely going to nibble on that dead guy's gaping head wound. Hey, Hey, look. Life's hard as a mouse.
Well, you
Yeah,
know what?
I mean, it's not like he's using it.
Maybe this is the prequel to Fievel, that movie where the mouse goes to America with his family.
An American Tale.
Yeah, American Tail. Yeah, exactly.
I have it on DVD. I should watch that.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I like that movie.
Does that share a continuity with the Great Mouse Detective?
It should.
Not that I know of, but possibly.
It could be in the same universe. The same universe as Legend or Secrets of Nim.
Oh. Well, that's going to have a lot more murder.
Well, look, you asked for a Tom and Jerry extended universe. You didn't exactly ask in what context.
Yeah, well, I didn't expect it was going to be a novel about war crimes.
Well, he said that he didn't hear the footsteps running away, so maybe it was a guy in a fursuit.
I mean, that's going to be louder, though.
It's got slippers on.
Here we go. Stout fellow Brian Riccati, well-known ruffian. The other Kenneth Butler, a jeweler by trade.
So Kenneth Butler's the jeweler.
Yes. And he was obviously the one that was shot in the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, children.
Yeah. Is this the guy that you need to talk to?
This was
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Anything.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Breakdown.
Time to break this man down.
Ooh, that guy's been punched in the face so many times.
Oh. Missing buttons. Poor life. Middle class. Balaclava. Crimean War veteran. He's a Crimean War veteran. Yeah, is there a hair that we're not seeing?
Oh, can you see his hand?
Oh. Requires support, weak leg, limping. Okay, so this guy, so you're able to tell that he's a war veteran just from that breakdown.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Interesting. Oh yeah, POV when Bay gives you the look.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
Well, he might know the difference between a gunshot and a firework.
So, do we have two different shooters, or was the first one silenced? Or attempted to be silenced? I don't know.
Mr.
Anyways.
Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
2 shots from different
You
locations.
have
Falling
helped us
stuff
a great
says.
deal, Mr. Turner.
That's a good point. 2 shots from different locations. Still think. What do you think so far, Squick? Is this going to be a an open
think-
shut case right here?
No, that's not an out of context enough solution. It has to be like one bullet killed both of them, and then the second bullet was used to commit a different crime because it wasn't actually from a gun.
Yeah. There's also a lady selling flowers, I guess. Oops.
I'm seeing how far can I explore. Probably it's not worth it, because they don't tend
Ooh, a mirror.
Yeah, a mirror that actually works.
So I guess
a
the
mirror
other
lined
question
up with the
is
street.
Oh.
where are the bullet holes?
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Interesting.
So what could have added a bright flash to that mirror?
I don't think it would take much.
And that's cheap.
Also, are there any lights over there?
Well, he
But
can't.
lights everywhere.
Just where people would have been able to see that guy running out of the alley. Because that looks like a fairly dark... Oh, well, other than that light.
I mean, there's that light there, but not a whole lot over here. And if we're having the assumption, like... I think, is it Leighton? Whoever the older brother is.
2 shots of
Like,
vodka.
He comes around this corner, sees the guy here. There's a flash. He runs this way. Other guy goes somewhere?
Well, where did the bullets go?
Past Thornton shoot. Well, the shooting would have been somewhere here.
Yeah, and someone pointed out that it could be 2 separate guns, or the gunshots are from a gun that fires bullets instead of cartridges. Let's talk to this lady.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
We're not going to be able to break her down, it looks like.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Hibris points out a very good point. Why is this woman selling flowers this late at night of all times? It's like a Men in Black question.
Yes, that is very much a question. Well, no,
I mean,
because the guy was going to bed. So yes, it was late at night.
But it is a fireworks show in celebration of a large event.
True. Fair enough.
I'm just playing devil's advocate
So let's
there.
see what Rain say. Oh, we found a lot of things here.
Yeah, there's also those markings directly in front of you when you were looking down.
Who left the alley right after the suspect was nabbed? Lootless. Well, I'm not surprised.
We missing something there.
Oh, we got a brain nugget. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vicardi were victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Double murder.
Double murder.
Or it's two separate murders for two separate different reasons that just coincidentally happened in the same spot. Because it is London. It's like any big city in the world. The person who Leighton Chapman describes in his statements is a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. I don't think that's the answer.
Make for a really interesting Sherlock Holmes story, though. It's like, hello, police. Yes, no, it turns out you got it completely right. Good job.
Okay, so any of those going to connect to each other?
Okay, so what do we got? We've got conflicting statements. Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Merrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone at the window.
No.
Compelling evidence. Witness testimonies and crime of weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
It's starting to, it's a big body of evidence. Simultaneous Turner could hear contrast between two shots fired, as in fact 3 shots were made. As at first a single shot was fired, and then 2 gunshots fired simultaneously directly afterwards. I like that one. Because, I actually like that one. That sounds like...
that would make more sense. At least to the narrative of the story.
But we could find out. We could test the theory. I'm guessing that's what the yellow check mark is.
Good.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and select that, and then we'll just use that as like a thing we can do. Reenact the crossfire at Half Moon Street.
Okay.
And then we can go talk to him about his conflicting statement. It's like, hey, the police officer said he didn't see anybody in that window.
Mm-hmm.
I was up here
on
being...
the ground by your feet.
Oh yeah, the little mark over there on the right.
Yeah.
Does cocaine vision activate when you look at this? No. Just random tire tracks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Made in cobblestone somehow, but, whatever.
Yeah.
But cobblestone can be made of paper. That's legal.
Did she have a quantum mechanics textbook? Yeah, then that's how we would have known.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
We have to catch him in this lie. Turner's contradiction? Yeah.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
1000% it was Mecha Mochi. Yeah, exactly.
That tracks.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
That gives us a chance to look around. Also, yeah, a Mexican standoff that went badly. The man who ran away have been panicked because he was shot. That's a good point. Could have been 3 shooters.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
There's something in it. Activate. Fire. Ashes.
Hot.
Burnt paper.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Wait, go back over to the left, Nick.
These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
And the plot thickens.
Indeed.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Got a grooming station.
I mentioned having a bedside lamp.
Yeah, he's got gas lamps. So it doesn't look like he paid. Yeah, he's got a bedside lamp, but he doesn't pay for the built-in. I guess this is electric? No. That's gas. That's gas.
Would be gas. But he could also do, like, this would be easier to reach and be able to take it around with you, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
It would probably, I don't know if it would be, probably be better to light if you didn't know what was going on, because again, you can take it with you.
You just go, oh yeah,
The books on this
crunchy
shelf
paper.
are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here, a short while ago.
What about this cane? Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Click.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
He stole that paper from the body, probably, and then when he realized the cops were coming, he threw it in the fire and went, I wasn't down there, I promise.
He was looking for it. That was something he had saved.
As a war veteran, could he have been the source of the revolver?
That's true. That's a good point. Let's take a look at the window.
On one hand, so...
Because the rest of the possessions that you examined in the police station were inconsistent with somebody with revolver money.
But the other thing is... Well, okay, so two things with this.
Yeah.
Thing number one. This is going to be dubious because I don't know, given the wide hammer, as we saw, I don't know how well this game is going to model a gun. That didn't look like a very Marshall pistol. Usually the Marshall revolvers tend to have a longer barrel. That looked like it was trying to model a little bit more like a pocket pistol or something. Like it's not a
I suppose
small
that's fair.
pocket pistol, but it's like a coat pocket kind of thing. Second, usually you would only see officers carrying revolvers.
Yeah.
And this man does not strike me as an officer.
Well, he did have a medal that he's wearing openly.
Perhaps. But anyways, I'll take this as my chance to do a shameless plug. Not really shameless because that's not my project, but See an Arsenal YouTube channel does search basically your favorite World War gun primer. Go find. Good channel.
Oh. What's it called?
C and Arsenals. C ampersand.
Oh.
Not Arsenal as in, well, kind of Arsenal as in like arsenal, but without the A.
Gotcha. Okay.
Funny you should mention, I fell down a rabbit hole with them just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, dead interesting.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window.
Did he now?
The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
So he took that opportunity when he saw the young man run away after the police left to go down there and steal stuff from the body. And then quickly got back. When he heard the police coming, he broke the cane trying to get away.
Easier way to find the show we were just talking about. It's like, oh wait, didn't they mention not too long ago having a short address or a simpler address? And yes, if you go to oldgunshow.com, it'll take you to basically a landing page. So, Old Gun Show, see an arsenal. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Anyways, what do we...
Oh, I guess we're gonna take a look.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Free knife.
Activate cocaine vision. Kitchen table, sweepings. Shredded paper.
Ooh.
You have effects.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. His
Hey.
kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
Hey, Rimward, how's it going? Good evening, Inspector. Well, you don't want a dull kitchen knife. That's true.
I mean, he's got sliced bread.
But Sherlock isn't the kind of person who makes his own food, so...
Anything
So
else
just
you would
Sherlock
like to
shows up
know,
at
Mr.
McDonald's.
Holmes?
Let's see. Oh, there we go. Looked down. So we're gonna... Wait, go back to the bedroom. So he got up from bed. I think that's the first thing he thinks. What do you think, Squick?
Yeah, I mean, that's where it all started.
So placed the broken stick. No, I think that was after the fact.
Yeah, it's got to be like the last, or no, that has to be once he gets back in, but before he burns.
Open the window. Yeah, so maybe he opened the window. Then he went downstairs, approached the body. Broke the stick. Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Comes back here.
Placed
Placed the broken stick because he was looking... Yeah.
Because he was also searching for something. And then lastly...
Go check the... No, the table is the next step.
Yeah, because he cut something out.
Oh, okay, yeah, cuts...
And then hit Q to watch the sequence. Alright, so we'll follow this ghost. So here's the deduction. He goes outside. Oh god, he's gonna take forever. Oh god. I heard a
He'll get there
gunshot.
eventually.
Now we're ghost busting. You know what they say? Busted makes me feel good.
We can fast forward.
Oh, thank Christ. I was like, let's watch this grandpa text like, I'm going to take all this stuff.
Oh, free things in the alleyway? Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, and he stole things from the jeweler because he could tell that based on his jacket, oh, this guy's got some money. The police won't care. They already know who did it. I think this man just committed a crime of opportunity. Unless he really is connected to something, which would be... I think that's what the paper's kind of trying to tell us.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Okay. So he was cutting out a storage area.
Out of the book. That's why the book has got a square in it.
Yes, and that's why those pages don't matter.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
I mean, you could just open all of them. Oh, it's Herman Melville, Moby Dick.
Sir, are these your fingerprints?
Well now, what a find. A precious jewel concealed inside a book.
It's some kind of torque.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
A lot of trouble to hide that instead of just, like, put it under the pillow.
Yeah, exactly. Or a friendship bracelet. It is. When goats see you wears that, they think you're your friend.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age. And when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
Like when there's free stuff outside.
Yeah. Wait, there's free stuff outside. Yeah.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
We're gonna... No.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Friendship bracelet says otherwise.
Antique bracelet.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Rightful owner's dead. Here's a bracelet. Have fun, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun with your new bracelet palace. The butler didn't do it. What a twist. Okay, now this case is going a bit too fast. We are missing
Mr.
something
Holmes,
else.
Did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Can we talk to the... Oh.
It would be my pleasure to assist
We
you
get
with
to-
your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
We get to do another one of those sequence things.
Oh, this is probably the gunshot thing.
Select the gun. Select your fighter. Prison man. Jeweler. The mouse in the corner with a gun. That couldn't have been the mouse. He's too cute. Fire goes through the head, and then bullet up there.
That would have been the second shot. That would have been louder. On account of, you know, building. Right in the dick.
Right in the dick.
I understand. We're looking for a bullet hole.
But I think you have to combine those two. I think you have to stay in that screen to do it, Nick.
Okay.
So you have to choose your fighter. Well, hold on. That gun that you found had a pearl grip. I would assume that... Yeah, I think it might be this.
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Ah. I will just be taking this, thank you.
This should be useful.
I cast Yoink.
I cast Yoink. It was successful.
This is my detectiving pole.
We're looking for a bullet hole. I would assume the gun belongs to the jeweler because it's got pearl grips, because that's not cheap.
Well, sequence of events, we assume those two are the only ones involved, and the one to shoot first had to be the one who had the head wound.
There it
This
is.
is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh. Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, Nick, so it was a third shooter.
Good, good, good. I mean, not for them. They're still super dead.
Yeah, that's not going to bring them back to life, as far as we know. So we have another choice here. Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti both died of crossfire, one each holding a gun. One of them guns is now missing. Or Kenneth and Butler Vercotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Crossfire?
Wait. Do you still have the sound effect?
Ah. I'm glad you said that because I don't remember. Let's see here. Oh, no, I don't. That's on the other... That was the streaming computer from the olden days. I do have it, though.
Okay.
Do not honorable third party the murder victims.
That's true. Do not honor third party the victims.
Like, yes, I saw a man being mugged, so I honorable third partied them both. Now I have two wallets.
They get caught up in the crossfire. Yeah, exactly. See, the Crossfire cinematic universe, I feel like would have been a better future for us. I mean, just imagine just floating on a disc, if you will, over a large grid-like battlefield, wearing a black leather jacket while firing balls of steel at your enemy.
I feel like it would have had a crossover with the Tetris cinematic universe.
It's true. Turner could hear the Contra. Now, he couldn't hear because he didn't do it.
Yeah, we have this single shot and then two simultaneous.
So that means that the imaginary... Oh, we have to pick something from the other brain nugget there, yeah.
Just
pick one. We'll say it's a Crossfire.
Something's not...
No, maybe...
It doesn't feel good. Something's not feeling good.
Okay.
I think we're still missing something.
Yeah, we need to go talk to... We need to go talk to things.
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
And we still haven't explained the mirror or the flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what's at the other end of that alley?
The other end of the alley was where we started from. This is where the cab dropped us off.
Okay, right.
And according to the chain of events, such as we...
Oh, there's a man with a top hat laying right there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Pink Hat, Top Hat guy.
Oh, we don't get to talk to this very... Look at this guy. Doesn't he look interesting?
Seems a little drunk.
Okay, what about the guy smoking? He looks like he's done illegal things before.
Nope.
No? All right.
Hey, buddy, I'll give you $20 if you confess to this murder.
$20? Why didn't you say so? I'll gladly take your American currency. The flash could have been a firework reflecting off the mirror, because it was tilted upwards.
Seems like... I don't know. That seems awfully bright.
The fact that the thing keeps asking you to check your thought nuggets means that you're missing a clue you probably have to combine.
Yeah.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police.
He keeps harping on it being reliable.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he...
Hmm.
What about the 2 shells?
$20 for a confession and 30 to stop that silly
Have
accent.
been fired. There were 2 shots.
So this is probably the jeweler's gun,
I mean, yeah, that tracks.
because he shoots the wall.
What about the apple? Like, we haven't
I think
stared
that
at
was
that.
just a snack,
Just a snack.
presumably.
We keep snacks on the evidence trail all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, open up your brain nuggets, Nick. Could you share some of your brain nuggets with the class?
Well,
There's got to be a better
I
way
wanna
to
see if
phrase
we
that.
can find any additional
Please
brain
escort
nuggets.
this suspect for
We're going to see if we
interrogation.
can find any additional nuggets from some additional interrogation. And then we'll try to piece more stuff together.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know.
Free shit, my dude.
Keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
Oh, we caught him in a lie. Yeah.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
You have a new brain nugget.
Okay.
No!
Yes.
Stop calling it that!
But they are. Aren't neurons connected with little modules called nuggets? I mean, I didn't go to medical school, so I'm just guessing.
I mean, I didn't go to medical school either, but I was nearby a Holiday Inn Express at one point.
Oh, I remember those commercials. Ooh, we have a new thing. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at the crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. Oh no! Now we gotta go find. We have to go reenact Marrow's pursuit with a lamp.
And
Yeah, what would you call it, Squick? What would you call this section?
I'm not a brain marketologist.
Well, you're the one complaining about it being called the brain nugget, so you have to give a better... You can't just complain and not give us a better
That doesn't
solution.
make me smart. That makes me whiny.
we also haven't figured out anything to do with the bracelet.
Brain nuggies in dinosaur shapes.
Down a note or something.
Like Watson's blank stare of, I have no idea why I'm here.
Oh.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Begins. You stop talking to my informant.
Yeah.
Constable Marrow,
And show
I
us
would
your gun.
value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Hide and go seek professional edition.
We're gonna play hide and seek. Oh,
Oh, we're playing as.
I can see
I
you
have
very well,
found you.
Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
we're playing vocation speciality.
It's more ridiculous with that hat.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place
The
to
hat
hide.
does make it. I'm so glad we picked the top hat as the opening.
That was a good choice. You guys are snappy dressers.
It's kind of odd for a constable this time to be armed with no more than a club and a whistle. Mini cocaine brain tumors? Yeah, that could be. Start playing peekaboo. Trust me, I'm a professional.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Now you've reenacted that. If we can assume that there was was one more person in Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let's reenact the action. Recreate the fireworks described by Leighton in an attempt to climb the wall. Wait. Hey, everybody, I have to solve this crime. Ignite the fireworks.
But only at midnight.
Mr. Holmes, did you see my brother at Scotland Yard? Is he all right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Go home or back to base or something.
He is home. This is where he lives.
Such a young man.
Fair.
And already a murderer.
Most people wait until later in life for that.
Yeah.
A real go-getter.
Find the flare gun?
Is that
Fine.
something that, like, arborists normally
This
have?
sounds like an operation for Baker Street.
Yeah, let's go back to Baker Street.
This sounds like, oh, I had a flare gun right here. Pulls that out of underneath the stack of papers that all tumble to the floor.
Horse-drawn carriage Uber. No,
I
we
have
don't
an
get to
important
play with.
question.
We don't get to play with chemicals this time. Ooh. It's time to do some research, Squick.
Well, I mean, the British Museum might already have one.
Go ahead and read that for us, Squick.
These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace, and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of Mytilene have been missing from the museum since 1885.
Ooh.
So we're missing a necklace and a ring somewhere. Perhaps the murderer took them.
That's probably what happened.
Here it is. I
No,
need
that
to
was way easier
continue
than
my
some of the
research in my archives.
Oh.
Oh, you said they were missing in 1885.
Yeah, so there's going to be a thing about... Yep, there it is.
That is not the one I need.
No,
Hellenistic treasures.
Hellenistic
yes.
treasure stuff.
go ahead, Squick.
The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art Exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted
hold
Scotland
on.
Yard and provided information regarding a
But that's our murder victim.
Yeah.
gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found.
Here it is. One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Ah. Very good.
Did he just say visit to his porn shop?
Yes.
Hold on.
All right.
We're quite literally looking for a jewelry thief and or a murderer with a fursuit, or probably both.
Can you wear two hats at once?
You then I will, maybe not. Can you change your clothes? Because I think the suit might be. What other options do we have? We have our normal suit. This does look nice. Casual suit.
Casual suit. We've got a black suit.
Very
Oh, we should have gone extra fancy. We've got brown, green, gray,
Not bad.
white, bandit,
Bandit farmer.
armor, morning gown.
Oh.
Nobody wants to see us after that.
I would love to
Sailor,
put
unbuttoned, and back to casual.
a
He's a
tower.
snappy dresser, most of the time.
Yes. I just don't like that they give us these options and say, well, they're locked until you beat the game, and it's like I'm not gonna. I'll be honest
Or they're
with you.
locked until certain situations because
You must
one sailor.
you must solve the mystery of the 30% off coupon at Ross Dress for Less.
Yes. Is the light suit immune to dark London's corrosive atmosphere? That's a good
Wow.
point. That's how you block it off. A very wacky porn. Yeah, a very wacky one. Time for Pawn Stars UK edition.
A stolen treasure from the British Museum. Best I can do is $20.
Okay, then.
He's just over there hanging out with his pet bird. That's the guy. Hey, that's Peter Carey. That's the guy from the beginning. He's just hanging out here. I thought he left London.
I mean, that is the look of a man who is ripping such toxic ass that he does not want to deal with it indoors.
Ah, Butler's Pawn. Let us enter using our key and not our pick lock this time.
Mr. Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
Hey, Cats, how's it going?
Oh.
We're currently
got it.
trying to solve a double murder.
Or cause one.
Toxic ass. What a good time to join.
I mean, there's bags of stuff. There's free items. The guy's dead. So it's basically
These tools
shopping
are
with
exactly
unlimited
what
credit.
I need to climb the wall.
Oh, perfect. Now you can climb the wall. What? What?
Wait, so he
Hold
shows
on.
up to the pawn shop. He just grabs the stuff that came out of ye olde London Bud K catalog, and he's like, "Now I too can reenact the murder.
Apparently.
I'm Sherlock Holmes, very real detective." Oh,
Well, there's our flare gun.
A flare pistol. Perhaps it was pawned by a destitute sailor.
Well, we know which
This
one.
is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
and also set things on fire.
You know, every single case so far has had a sailor background, including the book that we found, which is Moby Dick. Like, there's been like a sailor's theme throughout the whole game. In every case.
You are right. That is kind of a weird thing.
Does he have like a log?
Oh yeah, there was the son in the last case wanted to be naval architect.
You want to be a naval architect, yeah.
Yeah, that looks boat shaped.
Oh.
That looks familiar.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection.
Just top shelf,
Interesting.
fine.
That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
It's turning into a Bethesda game with all this air quote shopping. Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. Brian Vercati. Ooh. Before the fireworks. So this sounds like it might have been premeditated, or something was definitely premeditated and it didn't go right.
Yes, it's the 38 caliber discount.
Well, the pawn shop owner was the one that shot him.
Well,
or returned fire.
That's true. There is a third gun we have not found.
No, there's only a second gun we haven't found.
Or a second gun, excuse me.
Just find more guns.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
As you should.
Including your very illegal ones.
Indeed. I do like that gas lamp ceiling attachment, though. That's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
The T-joint in the ceiling.
In here has been great.
Where are you going, Nick? You didn't finish searching this place.
Yeah,
Can't
there's
just
still things on the shelf.
There's so many things in here I would totally be taking. Is that a bear?
That does look like a bear.
That's Diggs.
Part of
Only semi questionable.
The overseer.
Indeed. There's like a little sewing machine there.
That sewing machine looks terrifying.
It does, doesn't it?
Like, have you ever needed to sew through a boat?
How do you power that?
With anger.
2-stroke.
Ah.
Did they make a 2-stroke sewing machine? One moment, I have to go to AliExpress real quick.
No, you don't. You don't have to go to AliExpress. You don't need a 2-stroke.
I'm going to AliExpress.
Stop going there. I have to tell you that while your help. Oh, hey. While your help in getting equipment has been great, I have been really like all the equipment that I need is like there's like a knockoff version of it, and I bought one for my camera called Small Rig, but the company also sold the exact same thing, and they called it Magic Rig. So I bought one that's called Magic Rig, and it was the same price, but it's a totally different company, a totally different cage for a totally separate thing. And now I'm like, now I understand, Squick. I understand. This is where you get your madness from.
So I didn't find what I was looking for, but
why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I could get a
I'm just
1500
watching
watt
you,
shirt
lad.
press.
I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh, no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Maybe you're right that the police officer was the one who did it, Squick. We can't find the gun because he has it. No, I don't think he has a gun on him.
If you check his service revolver, there's going to be a shot out of it.
That's true. We could always ask him.
Plus, he's being a
Constable
giant dickhead.
Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
Check under his hat.
I
yeah.
want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
All right, so you hit F. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at all these running men. Did he
Okay.
climb the wall?
So we've got climb that wall.
Wait,
Climb
this
that
guy
wall.
climbed a wall? Is that what we think happened?
That would be consistent with what happened, or what.
The streetlights fall directly on this wall. Not an ideal spot to escape the crime scene. It is also directly in front of Polly Powell.
Try further back in the alley then. Maybe that
The
one.
moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted
If
by
you say
Constable
so.
Marrow. This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
But how? How could you scale the wall? What?
By standing in the middle of the street and maintaining eye contact.
Oh, hold D, Nick. Oh, you... Oh. And then, yeah, you gotta pull yourself up.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
You just see him climbing a wall? Is that... What are you doing up there, Holmes?
I should try climbing faster.
I'm fine.
Wow!
Yeah, that looked like it
shade?
just was not taking the left click.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, it is definitely click, not hold.
Okay.
I can barely see anything.
Who knew Spider-Man was a villain? Yeah.
Holmes? Are you there?
This could be very well the person that stole the jewels in the first place. Because if they're able to climb a wall like this, my guess is that they are also...
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that.
You made it 2 feet off the ground.
Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen, I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
All right, good. Now climb
Gentlemen,
down.
I am on my way
Yes.
down.
No kidding. Just keep climbing, yeah. Clearly, this is
That
how the
was
murder
amazing.
happened, and Holmes totally isn't messing with everybody. It
He
was a-
certainly didn't do it himself just because he was bored.
These shards of glass are from the window above.
Hmm.
It's
Uh-oh.
empty.
A jacket with a pocket. Seems to be like something here.
It's empty.
So, quick update. While I've been unable to find a commercially available gas-powered sewing machine, someone did power theirs with a Ford V8 engine.
Okay, what are they attempting to sew? All the sails for USS Constitution at once?
I don't know. I'm looking at this now. I will inform you when I have answers.
A V8.
I'm afraid I don't like them.
A cluster of thick black
Good
threads.
lord, this is
They're
terrifying.
unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Oh, we found some... Oh, we're not done here.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste, he ripped his jacket.
Oh, window crimes.
We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
Okay.
This could be the guy who probably originally stole the jewels.
Could well be.
Check your brain nuggets.
I want to double check.
Can't keep getting away with it.
What? You noticed something, Nick. What is it? You look very annoyed.
I want to... What it looks like is almost part of a steam locomotive, the valve gear, one of the short bits. I'm wondering if they reused it from the earlier train heist. Not that any of those bits were particularly well modeled, but just the same.
Sometimes you just need to sew sheet metal at 6,000 RPM.
It's for safety.
Personal motive. The witness testimony crime weapon clearly points.
Okay, so we need to find another motive, and that obviously is going to be the... No, oh, no, we can't.
Oh, the search for the missing a Wait, could you finish? Could you put that back?
Oh, yeah, so it's searching the Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing.
Yes, I think that's the actual answer. I think that's definitely a burglary motive there.
Makes sense to me.
So then... Still don't know what's going on with this, because I'm not entirely sure who killed who there.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We just need more clues.
That seems to be correct.
So just space bar. No. Oh, we need to find a wall climber. A wall glumper.
Yeah.
Oops, nope.
With opium, anything is possible. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
That's the power of belief. Crime and Punishment, a how-to guide.
Yes. How to commit crimes and enjoy punishments. I mean, what?
Ow.
Ow, my brain.
Look, Crow,
my organs.
my good friend, we appreciate honesty. That was perhaps a bit too honest.
Okay. Turn it down a notch. Gotcha.
So, will this game allow you to legally pet the dog?
Yeah, he did.
It doesn't show you, like, it does not have an animation of petting the dog. But at least gives you the implication of petting the dog.
Okay.
We can do it again in a second.
Implied.
Let us take a closer
I
look.
saw that. Implied dog petting is better than no dog petting at all.
So use the mouse wheel to set your focus.
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human.
My God.
I need to compare this
They trained a
sample
dog
with
to
a
use a
human
gun.
hair and a horse hair.
The horse did do it.
A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
No.
Here you are.
And you did see that the
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes.
Oh, don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Stop for a moment.
Yes.
Why do we have to assume that the shaving brush is horsehair? It's
Narrative convenience.
internal combustion engine. Go outside, talk to the nearest cabin and said, "Here's a pound. Let me pluck a couple hairs from your horse." Problem solved. Anyways.
I do not say that, Notex. Do not put that
Human
evil here.
hair is
How dare you.
significantly thinner than the black sample. The horsehair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Mean that
Like perhaps that bear on the wall of the pawn shop?
That's true. He could have been shot and killed by a bear. Holy
Who's then been hiding there the entire... No, Toby did it.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mop cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
Master criminal.
We actually, yeah, you could play as Toby in the earlier missions before Squick, and
Really?
you walk around following scents. It even has dog vision, so there's like limited colors.
I would watch the hell out of that. Just, what if Sherlock Holmes was a bumbling idiot, but his dog solved everything? No, they already made Inspector Gadget.
They did make Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, all right.
His niece and a dog solved most of the crimes. He just went, go, Gadget, war crimes, and then immediately ruins everything they're doing. And takes all the credit for it.
I mean, naturally.
Whale hair.
I mean, you jest, but... Could
I
be
mean,
a alien
theoretically, but also, no?
Holmes has been suffering from withdrawals this entire case, climbing buildings, playing hide and seek, stealing hairs. Maybe it actually was a werewolf. I'm telling you right now, look, it could actually be a furry.
Return of the Hound of the Baskervilles? Question mark?
Yeah, it could be. Well, there you do have the brain thing popped up saying that you do have clues that match up.
Oh, okay.
The man who vanished
Circus acrobat.
could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale 35 building in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal is found in a discarded jacket.
Oh.
Could be an elephant hair. Ooh. Oh, all of our points. The person
Unibrain.
The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Ooh, ask for Wiggins' help in finding the circus. Driver, take us back to Half Moon Street on the double.
Speak to the police about a circus.
Could be elephant, yeah.
I mean, an
Wiggins,
elephant
my
could
lad,
wield
what
a
are
gun.
you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
This guy really doesn't like poor people.
Mr. Holmes?
True.
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew
Yeah,
it,
but
Mr.
police
Holmes.
do not ooh-woo the mystery.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
I love the striped
You can
jacket.
count on me, Mr. Holmes.
The striped vest is a nice touch. You're very gentlemanlike. Where are we going?
Presumably to the circus?
Next morning, very early.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
Mr. Holmes, we found it. Here it is.
That was like 3.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
this is a young Indian elephant, the highlight of the show.
It was an elephant that did it. The elephant was pissed because he was tired of being treated like
Duval
crap.
Brothers, a well-known traveling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Yeah, I think elephants have black hair.
They do. Much of it. They do.
I mean, it's
Aye,
the cat burglar
you.
no one would ever suspect.
Stop right there.
Good morning, sir. Pardon me, but why am I not allowed to walk around here?
Because it's private.
Well,
Yes,
I
but my
only
hat is
wanted to
taller.
meet the artistes.
Hmm? You're wanting to apply for... Nah. You don't look like the type of, artistic lockpicker that we're looking for.
You might be surprised.
What? Nah. I don't think so. Clear off.
You're gonna need a new disguise, Nick.
Is the disguise I have money?
No, actually, quite the opposite. That's the opposite of that disguise. So we can't wear our top hat?
Game ruined. Immersion ruined.
Yes. How can I not saw? Yes. How can they could tell that I'm Sherlock Holmes? I'm wearing a top hat.
I mean, really, it's the perfect disguise. Seeing you through that is just rude.
Yeah, Holmes is an expert in crime. If it's an elephant, then I will legit be surprised. Well, I think you're going to be surprised. I think it was an elephant.
They're very sneaky. In fact, they've been in this room the entire time.
Oh my god.
We just don't talk about them.
Bandit outfit. Yes. All right. Then hit B.
The top hat.
Yeah, we gotta change the top hat to something else.
But no!
We also have to put some facial hair on him. We have to go in incognito.
Yeah, but the fancy hat.
That's a nice.
Go as, like...
I would go as
good
not Tex.
Abraham Lincoln.
We can go as not Tex. That's what not Tex looks like, facial hair. Yeah, there we go. Look, we're going as not Tex. So that way we can prove that we're not... Okay, we're... Actually, no, this proves that we're amazing with guns. No glasses.
I kind of...
Oh, they let you wear the hat.
Ooh. But only when it's a disguise.
Is it a flat cap, maybe? Oh, that's definitely...
What the hell is that?
Dude, that's the newest style.
That's horrible. Excellent. Wear it immediately.
Stay where you are. What are you doing here, and where is Sherlock Holmes?
Calm down, Watson. Take deep breaths now. It's me.
Oh, thank God, Holmes. I can't get used to your disguises.
Thank you, Watson. That means I am ready to go.
I get the feeling Watson is just gaslighting Holmes throughout all of this.
Yeah, for real.
If anything, it's Holmes that tends to gaslight Watson. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Fair.
Who are you? What's your name?
My name is Nigel. I'm here to open the locks.
Talented, eh? Let's see. Go inside the marquee and show yourself to Charles Foley. And I'd highly advise you not to trick him. Got that?
I've got it.
Don't make fun of Watson. He got brain damage in the war and lost his object permanence. Look at all this stuff.
Ooh, free pumpkins.
Free pumpkins and melons.
Look, I'm just going to say it. This is not the best circus I've been to.
No, this is probably...
You know, this is 1890 something. The bar was much lower.
This is like 1890s high school?
Yeah, the
So, everything is here, just as you asked. And what about the money?
Some of the barrels are wet.
Transportation issues, it couldn't be helped.
Whatever. We'll be here after midnight to pick up the supplies.
I want to be paid first.
No. You'll be paid after we make the transfer, as I said.
Right?
I
Dude
hope that
looks
no
like
one
a
saw
weird
you.
criminal
The
agent
police
Smith.
are on the lookout.
Of course not. I'm a professional.
Glad to hear it. Be ready for tonight, then.
So you found the guy. He had a gun in his belt, I saw. You may have found the murderer, but the reason behind the murder might actually extend the case. What's behind the barrels? Oh. Not full of monkeys.
This wooden barrel is damaged. It is difficult to say what is inside.
That crack is an object of interest. The top of the barrel.
There is a spot on this barrel that was intentionally painted out.
Oh, activate cocaine vision.
The crest of the Honorable Artillery Company. Could it be gunpowder? I need to be sure.
Drake's match.
Yeah. Let's find out really quick. An explosive ending. All right, let's hit this crack. Oh wait, that sounds wrong. Don't do that actually.
Judging by the fractions and the scent, I can confirm that it is, in fact, gunpowder.
It is, in fact, gunpowder.
The barrels are roughly clustered. It seems as though they were brought here in a hurry.
So good news, I figured out how you can open whatever lock they're going to point you at.
Bad news, you might also open your skull.
And many other places. You will make a very wide area.
Yeah, it's fine.
A printing press.
This printing press is old, but still quite capable of printing hundreds of pages per day.
Okay, but why would you bring your
Rise
own
up.
printing press? Hire, go to somebody, say, hey, they probably have a generic flyer that says circus. You can just, put in name, date, and location and be done with it.
There are enough posters to paste across half of London's walls.
Yes, but they're clearly planning something because they have, anti-authority rhetoric.
From lambs into lions. Those are words of encouragement and defiance.
Rise up and keep rising from lambs into lions.
That's a picture of a contemporary gentleman wearing a Robin Hood hat. Interesting. This poster was clearly made to fire up rebellion amongst the people.
Interesting.
Yoink.
Powder kegs, a printing press, and a great many blank papers. All of this was stolen by the Merry Men quite recently. And these poster samples. I am quite sure it is not a coincidence. The Merry Men are planning some sort of sabotage.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Are you Charles Foley?
Maybe.
They say that I can open any door.
Do they now? We'll see that lock near the chains on the table over there. Open that.
Give me a match.
Finally, a printing press. Now Holmes can... Oh, let's break this man down. Can write his Watson Holmes fanfic all about a rum ton... Yeah, exactly. No. You can't do that. All right, he's got a key. Protected safe. What about the earring? No?
Click on the earring.
What about the holes in his shirt?
Bloody bandages, recent trauma. Ooh. Arms. Bulldog revolver. Cutthroat. 5 stolen antiques. Oh, he's got the ring on his finger.
Wearing it. The audacity of this bitch.
Oh. Taped fingers, agility practice, acrobat. Oh wow.
You have effects.
We gathered all 26 character portraits of the game.
Nice.
Oh, thanks, Death. Thanks for following. It's always good to know Death is following in every footstep. So this is lockpicking, Squick, which requires you to move some cylinders around and match lines up.
What kind of lock are they using?
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
I do, though. This is fascinating.
And, oh, this is one of those locks that has to be moved back and forth.
Okay.
What?
It's a very complex locking mechanism that they had back then. You just wouldn't understand it.
Pour in the gunpowder.
Pouring it, yeah, the gunpowder. You're like, open this lock on the table, just pours in the gunpowder, lights a match.
The table is now open.
Oh, there you go. The lock has been picked.
That's not how any of this works.
He must be new here.
Oh, it looks like you also have more. But you could probably do that after you talk to him.
I need to find out what's behind this Charles Foley.
So hit your... I guess they want you to use the deductions now, Nick. Chris Foley was wearing a antique ring, the last missing piece of the 5 Rams of Middlane jewel set, and also a revolver retained under his belt. It proves that Charles Foley is our mysterious jacketed man who nimbly escaped the crime scene at Hatt Moon Street. Definitely him. But there's still one clue left that we have to find. It's not been found since, and it's all going to be...
Well, I mean, kind of has, but anyways.
Well, once we get the ring back, we'll probably answer that question.
We opened it. Oh. There we go.
Ah. Well, they're right. What's your name?
Nigel Shirley, from York.
Ah, Nigel from York. Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Oh, well, we wait, hold on. How did you know about me? One of the options is Turner's limp. Why would you even consider that an option? Like, I met an old war veteran who had a limp, and I figured, I know a guy in a circus who could probably use my services.
There's a lot of cocaine.
What's the thread?
You have effects.
Mutated May. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for following. Thanks for the courtesy. Welcome. Squick is correct, says the Night Owl. Oh, I love the I love the little Squick nose spray sticker. That's good.
So, any ideas?
I'm going to assume Westgate prisoners.
But you don't have the tattoo.
That's true. What about...
Oop, nope, wrong option.
Select the correct answer or die.
Ah, Nigel from
I'm
York.
gonna say jailed thief.
Never heard anything about you. How'd you hear about me?
Jailed thief?
It's a long story. I met your brother, Vincent the Butcher Foley, in prison. He told me all about his betrayal and all about you. Before I was released, he told me that you might find a job for me one day and pay me some money for me craft.
Well, he died 7 days ago in prison.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. The traitor has paid the blood price for it. And you'll do the job anyway, because I need a talented lockpicker. I know just where to search for his legacy.
It's all about the Hellenistic treasures, isn't it?
Osh, you fool. Now, listen up. You'll come with us tonight, and you better mind yourself.
Us? Wait, who's coming then?
Billy, Jack and me.
And what will I get for that?
We'll share the loot. The one you seem to know about.
Right.
Wait for us at the abandoned manor house on a corner of Ladbroke Grove and Kensington Park Road at midnight.
Deal.
He killed someone under the same deal, just so you know. He quite literally did the same thing to another person and then climbed up the wall like a madman. There's Squick Sunshine points out that there's literally an adventure where Holmes ate all the opium.
All of it? Like, the entire supply?
Here I am at the manor.
Opium is over.
Somewhere
Sherlock
inside
had it.
Are the Hellenistic treasures.
Well, no, you have to understand, like, at first he saw the opium and he went, oh, whoa, what is this? And then he went over and ate all of the opium.
No.
Yeah, I did.
No, you do not get to turn Sherlock Holmes into Kirby's Opium Adventure.
Yes, you can. Kirby's Opium Adventure in Dreamland.
It's just the sound of a shop vac as Holmes is walking around.
This lock is quite old. It shouldn't be much of a challenge.
Yes.
Apply foot.
Oh, no, Squick. We have to do this.
No, this is not how anything works.
Yes, it is. In this, look, you have to understand that in the world of Sherlock Holmes, they make very poor decisions in mechanics, okay?
That's not...
See, it's the bulging gun in your waistband.
No!
No.
It is extremely illegal.
Yeah, earlier Holmes drugged himself. It wasn't Nightshade, it was Hemlock, actually. Or is that Nightshade? I don't know my alchemy that
It's
well.
the same thing? I don't know.
Sherlock may be experiencing a different reality.
His reality has some weird-ass locks in it.
Ah. Yes, I think you're making good progress, Nick.
Yes. Good. Oh, yep.
Look at that. Unlock the door.
I need to find where the
What?
safe is hidden.
No.
And lockpick it.
No. No, I refuse.
Yes, but no. No, that wouldn't work, would it?
Bring back the gunpowder. We're opening this door.
Watson, I need someone to open the door, and I don't feel like lockpicking at the moment. Don't worry, Holmes.
As Watson, fetch me the dynamite.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how haunted is this house?
Oh, yeah, this is Victorian era house, always haunted.
This
100%.
cupboard is an absolute mess.
But for some reason, he finds it interesting.
Well, the ghosts are built in.
Several books have fallen from the shelves. It seems as though this cupboard can be moved. I'll give it a try.
Oh, well, that was easy. Oh my God, that's a hella nice safe.
Okay,
So,
we'll come back to that.
yeah, since you know the location of all of the treasures now, what the hell's supposed to be in that safe?
That's the question. I think
More treasures?
More-
Question mark?
a pearl necklace just randomly sitting there. Wow.
Rasputin?
Oh yeah, that guy has seen horrors beyond his comprehension.
Wikipedia shows that hemlock is a separate poison, apparently an invasive weed.
Well, today I learned.
Yeah. An opium and dumb UI decisions. You got clipped.
Oh no.
There's a trap door. Just walked right over it.
Oh, that is sneaky.
Interesting. All right. Well, I guess it must not be important right now.
And that
Alright.
bonus might be important. Oh well.
Maybe
Anyways,
that
look at the
safe stores
rotary
Victorian
lock.
ghosts that are about to be released to haunt all of the houses.
So, that's
I
the
watched
lock I
Victorian
must open
Ghostbusters.
tonight. Let me see.
Ooh, this looks needlessly complicated. Also, I noticed that the interior of this has so much space.
Well, it's not an expensive wall vault.
Ah, gotcha. So I think those two castled pieces, Nick, combine together into one.
They don't. That's what that was one of the first things I was checking. And usually if that was the case, one of them would slide side to side,
Oh.
and neither of them do. So, this will be interesting.
Yes, this is a very. This is how locks normally get picked in the lockpicking universe.
The lock-picking cinematic universe.
Yes. Where did you think the lockpicking lawyer came from?
I was kind of hoping we'd get a spin-off series. Like, you've seen the lock-picking lawyer. Now get ready for the lock-picking skydiver.
Or in this case, the lockpicking guy who climbs on walls. Get down from there.
The parachute is inside the safe. Good luck.
So you just need to turn that one on the left there, Nick. The top layer on the left. Do you see the
I see a misaligned mid-layer, I think.
Yes.
It's all kinds of all over the place.
right there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes. The hell was that bong?
That was Naresar. He actually has a clock in his house.
Oh.
That was the mantle clock that you were commenting on.
Ah, yeah. Okay, it sounded totally different this time. It was not bit crushed into dubstep.
Oh, a second key.
What a surprise. Another lock. And I won't be able to pick it. I recall that precious key around Foley's neck. It might prove a decent fit. I suppose they hired me to only open the first lock. Let us wait for the thieves.
Why can't you open the second
trap
lock?
them,
He can't
and find out.
because it can't be picked.
That's
Let
that's
us check
insane.
the thieves'
that's absurd.
possible
These are warded
escape routes
keyways.
in the event that they are caught off guard by the police from the front door.
Set traps at Notting Hill Manor. It's time to turn this into a Home Alone situation.
Actually, it's more reverse Home Alone. We're not trying to keep anybody out, we're trying to keep them in.
Ah, Scooby-Doo
This door
situation.
is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Yeah, especially if they can phase through the door.
This door is a perfect means
That
of
does help.
escape in an
Oh,
emergency.
that's why they call it, like, ghosting the crime scene.
Yeah, kitchen door.
Ah, by closing this
door
door,
leads
we
to
will
a
trap them
kitchen.
inside.
Which holds the shortest route. Oh, you need an item. There's something laying around. Oh, a stove.
With rope on it.
Oh, rope
A solid
stove.
rope.
That'll hold up a net.
The key Foley had would not fit in that keyway, says the Night Owl. I also believe
This
Night Owl
chair
knows some things
is
about
very
locks.
solid and well made.
Fair.
This should be useful.
Yoink. You don't use that for the trap. You just walk around with it for the rest of the game.
I found a free chair. Holmes, we have enough chairs as it is.
The
One
door
more
is
for
now
the collection.
blocked.
The door is now blocked.
Very good. Very premium.
All right, so now we hit F to see what the other escape routes can be. So he goes in here and goes, oh, shit. Chandelier, huh?
That's a hell of a hammer.
Yeah.
I wonder what this old chandelier is doing on the floor. It looks as though it was poorly attached. I suppose that the thieves already tried to open the lock with this formidable hammer, but they were unsuccessful.
Amazing that they didn't, like, damage the safe doing that.
They're not good with it.
This should be...
Now we have rope.
Fantastic.
We drop the chandelier on the guy, and then we catch him like Scooby-Doo, and then we rip the mask off.
Well, maybe
I'm for
not, because I don't think he's wearing one, but yes.
Well, no, if we pull hard enough, that mask will come off.
We shall tear away the veil of humanity.
It was it was the elephant
If
this whole
anyone
time.
takes the hammer, the rope will uncoil and make the chandelier fall.
Killing them instantly.
All right, so he comes in, goes, oh shit.
If he runs through the dining room and takes a sledgehammer to force open the door, the chandelier will knock him down.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Sherlock Holmes is 47. This is definitely how I would do Hitman.
I mean, there was that one mission.
Check your guide of things that you have to complete.
How deadly does this house need
Still
to
have
be?
Maybe outside.
Or upstairs?
That's true. He could run upstairs and crime? Question
Get
mark?
window blasted.
Although this window is high above the ground, it would be possible for one of the thieves to attempt to use it for their escape.
Table with pearls.
Oh god, no! You are gonna home alone
This
the
should
stairs.
be useful.
You're gonna put marbles down on the stairs. Oh my god. You are. Dropping.
This is the perfect place to set a trap.
Oh no!
One step on these beads, and our thief will go flying. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
So I guess now we hit F to see if it... So he runs up the stairs. He comes up here. He goes, oh, shit! And then
Any
he...
back
thief
down the
who
stairs.
finds his way upstairs will roll down very quickly.
Wow. Holmes, these are not, like, I'm with the police traps. These are, yes, this man died tragically 5 times.
All right. Is there any other clues that you have to look at, Nick? Oh, you still have possible escapes. Maybe this window.
There's that window.
No. He won't go out the first floor window, but that second floor window, you bet your ass.
This door is a perfect means of escape in an emergency.
Oh, right, just leaving. I forgot about that.
Oh, there you go.
The ground floor window is a perfect way to escape the police.
How do we solve this one?
Just, I don't know, pull the blinds down.
Ah. Oh, a cupboard. Just put it right in front of it.
I hate
That is
you're
quite
right.
This works very well.
I'm so annoyed
No
that you're
one will
right.
escape through this window now.
This is a very well-trapped house so far. So let's hit F and see how he fares here.
Yeah, Bully Snake, the man fell down a flight of hammers.
Oh, I see. Maybe the trap door now.
Ah, yes, okay.
This hatch leads...
Wow, that's
There is no ladder.
terrifying.
If anyone falls here, he will need assistance to get out.
Why? Why would you do that?
Let's see this action.
Why does this house have a murder hole?
Oh, he jumps over it. All right, we need to make it so he doesn't jump over it.
According to my extensive understanding of video games, a spiked ceiling is traditional.
It's true. This is like Orcs Must Die.
True.
This hatch leads to...
So you're going to need a spring plate.
Oh, I love the spring plate.
It's just so satisfying.
We need to find something that will make him unable to jump over.
Oh, I just noticed what it's doing. Like, it's showing, like, Holmes jumping over the thing.
Yeah. Well, he activates his levitation ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're that high, you can fly.
So he's a basketball god.
Okay, so...
Oh,
Hey, Mecha, how's it going?
Howdy, howdy. And
A sheet
Sunshine
should
is
hide.
suggesting... Oh, yeah, good.
Sunshine saying what? Oh, put a cloth over the pit?
Yeah, and there's that
the
loose
steep
carpet.
bit of
Oh, that's
yeah.
a lovely old carpet.
It is
This
now
should
mine.
be useful.
All this murder summoned Mecha. Yeah, exactly.
You can't just T-pose
Yeah,
at the
Mecca's like,
criminals as they
I'm
fall
the
into
only
every
one
trap.
who can play the murderous detective. No putting in her stick.
Now, it's not an open hatch, just a nice carpet on the floor. I should walk carefully here, else my plan will be ruined.
Begin hovering.
Now, if a thief
No.
runs through the kitchen, he'll pay a surprise visit to the cellar. The traps for my circus companions are all prepared. I can leave now.
Oh.
But I'll
Crime
return
house.
later
No one
with
gets out
Charles
alive.
Foley and his companions.
Catch the criminals at Nottingham Manor.
To be fair, you only have ways of killing 2 of them. No, I
No,
take
the
it back.
third one's gonna fall down the stairs, possibly head first. He's gonna die.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Or maybe not. and He's the one that we arrest for murder of the other 2 and call it a day.
No, the police are going to call you in for, like,
News.
hey, we had these 3 circus guys who died under mysterious circumstances. Please solve this.
No Scooby-Doo trap. Yeah. Also, we all have lovely hats. Thanks.
It's a very classy
Police!
gathering.
Police!
That man is dead.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Stop where you are! Where are they?
Trapped, Watson. with your assistance.
How so?
In the netherworld?
You sounded just like a real Bobby, my dear fellow. You startled them into the traps.
I did?
I assure you,
You're a
Watson,
murderer,
it was
Watson.
quite an entertaining show. They will not escape the house now.
You scum!
And this is the pistol used for the murder in Half Moon Street.
How'd you know about that?
Oh, God.
Have you closed the case yet, Sherlock?
Mycroft, what are you doing
Dollar
here?
Store
Did you
Farquaad
follow
over
me?
there?
It's my car.
Sherlock,
Oh,
I see
okay.
that I used you. But you should be pleased to know that you have served our queen well, in this instance. So now, let us catch the big fish. But this man is not one of the merry men.
No.
Then why exactly are we here, Sherlock?
This gentleman, Charles Foley, has been involved in a double murder and the hunter of a set of valuable antiques, the Hellenistic treasures, which disappeared in a theft many years ago.
You're no better than the coppers.
Let's open the safe.
The key looks much
Whoa.
smaller now.
Holmes, that is incredible. The Hellenistic treasures.
Indeed.
Nothing but trifles. Where are the merry men?
I don't know why you are asking me, Mycroft. They are yours to find.
I'll see you soon, dear brother.
Mycroft Holmes is not exactly
Don't move,
font.
you flim-flammer.
Yeah, you tell him, you flim-flammer.
Truly a powerful burn.
Let's take a look in the safe, Nick.
What a
I
beautiful
mean, if he doesn't want
collection
that
of
stuff,
art.
it's yours.
It was thought lost.
He just wants cakes, not truffles. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What's this brain nugget? The antiques discovered inside the hidden safe of the abandoned manor at Notting Hill represent the collection of the Hellenistic treasures that were stolen in 1885 and considered to be lost. Foley's vengeance. But there's a man in the jacket. We have to investigate more, Nick.
Yes.
We have to there's a clue we are absolutely missing. Check your
The trap with the chandelier worked perfectly. Charles Foley has been knocked down.
check
Yes.
Also check your not this, the other thing.
Is knocked down and in no way crippled with a broken spine. Hey, what about Basement Cat?
Yeah, what about the guy who fell into the basement?
One of Foley's companions. He is unconscious.
Yeah. Snapback will do that.
One of Foley's companions. He is unconscious.
Uh-huh. That's like some Batman, I hit a guy with a car unconscious.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I'm Batman. This is my minigun. All 237 of the people in front of me are sleeping.
He's just having a sleep. So the answer that we need, Nick, is going to be here.
So is it just you have found and utilized all clues?
Yeah.
So I think it's just
Okay, well,
okay.
do you guys let's put this up. Do you guys want to condemn or absolved? If you absolve Foley, Charlie Foley will be imprisoned for organizing a grand theft. Since he's not directly guilty of murder, his sentence will be shortened. Charles Foley was organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge with the added theft of an ancient and valuable treasures. He deserves the rope. Well, I'm going to see what the chat says. I'm going to go ahead and type this into the vote with your phones now.
There's also the question of what was he doing with all of that gunpowder?
Exactly. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but apparently I think this is just the limit of this case, so there's probably going to be another one, is my guess. So I'm going to start a poll up here, and we'll see what everyone says in the poll here. Condemn or absolve? And it'll be up there for 2 minutes, starting now. Condemn or absolve? What do you think we should do to this guy?
But we haven't answered the fundamental question of which bullet went where. He must be guilty of a murder. Right?
Yeah, I feel like the same way.
But neither of these address that.
No.
We do this.
No.
No. So I think we have it right.
I think you have it right. I think you just the rest. It might be one of those things where it's like you'll get an answer at the end of the case.
Oh, okay.
So everyone is voting right now. We're about 50%, well, 1 minute away. 13 people say condemn, while 2 say absolve. 2 people feel really bad for Foley. Since he is not directly guilty of murder. That's a good point.
So the assumption there is he just happens to be there when the other 2 shoot each other.
Except they
Grabs
didn't.
a gun?
Because, well, maybe.
So basically this is coming down to, okay, he's definitely involved with the theft. Is he involved in the murder at all?
Or did he just grab the other gun?
Vote now. Mecha says, do what I would do, or what chat says I do. Oh, NNT contributed 200 channel points just so that way he can condemn this man. So it looks like the majority have spoken in the choice of condemning. How do you plead, Squick? Condemn or absolve?
I want more information than the game is providing. Given the information we have, I would say a preponderance of the evidence does point to condemnation, but there remains some reasonable doubt behind the paywall of make a decision before we'll tell you the rest of the story.
Well, we have all the clues.
However, yeah, the situational evidence is quite strong, or the circumstantial evidence is quite strong against him.
Okay, well then I'd say do what everyone says. Let's condemn.
Charles Foley, you committed the crime of premeditated murder and of theft. You will be severely punished for your deeds.
You are pitiful, you Scotland Yard dog.
Save your words for the gallows. I'm sure the journalists will love them. I shall leave now, Watson. Gentlemen, please take our friends here into custody.
Where are you going?
I have unfinished business. I'll see you at Baker Street.
So the case isn't over. Hopefully you could take and return to your take your disguise off. Oh.
Be careful with the lamps. Don't bring them too close to the barrels.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there?
That is of no importance. What matters is who you are and the plans that you have here.
So you can stop us from carrying them out?
Eventually, yes.
Hey, careful. You'll blow us all up.
I'm listening.
We are a group known as the Merry Men. But I suppose you knew that already. We are the men who've already lost everything of value in their lives. We are ruined shopkeepers. We are workers who were fired from their jobs. Honest people who were robbed. We were forced out from our homes and thrown onto the street. And all of this in the name of the so-called law. The laws that were set out by our government. The laws that make the commoners only more vulnerable and the wealthy more protected. We are not only from the British Empire. Some of us are from the New Lands, America, Australia, and we are many. But men we are still, and we are merry for that we stopped being afraid. For those powers that be had done their best to plant the fear inside our souls, and we accepted it so easily. The fear advised us to keep our heads bowed. It prevented us from fighting. Bankers and politicians, they own our lives, our work, our bread, and they push us to compete between each other, just to see who may serve them better. But in the end, they are the few, so they are weak. They are nothing without their titles. We should not fear them. Our so-called masters should fear us instead. The time has come for our group to stand tall. Our great and many merry men. We are going to blow up the London Stock Exchange. No lives shall be lost. But ownerships, debts, and property titles? They shall all be destroyed. They're only papers, after all. So many people will be freed over this night.
That is a radical step to take. What result do you truly expect?
Chaos. But soon people will understand that they are free, and that they don't belong to anyone. They will be able to work for themselves, together, without letting the rulers dictate what to do, and finally justice will arise.
What you are intending to do is a crime. It is not justice.
How do you see justice, then? Kids go to prison for a loaf of dry bread. And how many lords do you see punished for stealing from their people? Sending them to their deaths in mines or overseas to fight for land? Our masters wouldn't hear us. So now it's time to sing the song of the merry men. Will you let us do our duty?
He makes a fair point.
Ooh, what do you want to do, Nick? Ooh, do you want to throw out the cigarette into the fire? Or do you want to throw it into the water and allow chaos to reign?
I mean, one of these does kind of hose Mycroft. Just saying. Also, aren't you technically paid to be a detective guy?
He is, but he's not paid. He's just,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
His
doesn't
stuff is
Turbo
taken care of.
Chaos give you a lot more work?
It's true. Praise Zorg. Everyone's saying praise Zorg. Everyone wants to see an explosion. This is the end of the game, Nick. I think that's apropos.
Yes, I think we're going to have a little bit of a fireworks show.
Do you want a fireworks show?
Understandable.
Yeah.
When people fight the Order, they are too blind to see the consequences that throw society into chaos. I shall stop your actions, but not you. Run. Now!
Time to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to run away. Oh, no.
There has been an incident.
Maybe. Just a little one.
Holmes, we need you to solve the case of the exploding circus. May Zorg be praised.
So, you're interested in Russian literature now?
Quite lately.
It is an interesting book. I remember a few lines.
Really? I tried reading it myself, but I had a hard time understanding it.
Yes, Doctor. It's about intelligence. Sherlock, I vaguely recall one of the lines. Sometimes it takes something more than intelligence to act intelligently. There were also a few words along the lines of, pain and suffering are always inevitable for a large intelligence and a deep heart. Tell me, Doctor, does my brother show any signs of pain or suffering?
Not that I know of.
What are you doing up there?
Because you see, Doctor, behind all of his masquerade,
best.
my brother does possess a deep heart. So deep that he does not recall where he places his love.
Well, I'm sure that...
His love and his duty that, in the first place, should be directed towards the Empire. For without it, we would be nothing. A country filled with uncivilized men.
And the Empire needs order and discipline. It has no room for chaos.
People who commit crimes, or at the very least intend them, deserve punishment, Sherlock. Without justice, there can be no civilization.
But we serve the truth, not justice.
Your truth, Doctor, that may prove immoral. Allowing people to terrorize London, destabilizing the whole empire.
Terrorize only the powers whom you serve, Mycroft. Not I, not Watson, not Mrs. Hudson, not Wiggins.
Sherlock, the merry men are to be stopped.
Not by me. You created the merry men. Stop them yourself. Only make sure that you don't create 10 more merry men by arresting the one.
Good night, Dr. Watson.
Anything in the post, Watson? Any clients worthy of our attention?
Only a second reminder from Mrs. Hudson about our new neighbour. She urges you to remove your...
Oh, I don't care about that.
Holmes, the lady who will be moving in shortly has requested the use of our spare room to place all of her boxes.
Wait, what? A lady?
Oh no. Charles Foley organized and executed a wicked plan of revenge for his elder brother. It took 2 human lives and almost resulted in a life imprisonment for an innocent man. In fact, his band was hired by the Merry Men who planned a revolution in London. In addition, he organized the theft of an ancient valuable treasure that rightfully belonged to the British Museum. He deserves the rope. Okay, well, I don't know. That's a bit harsh. It belongs to the British Museum. Not in the first place. But yeah, hold down the space bar and see if you solved it, Nick. You did. You picked the right conclusion.
Excellent.
And you found all the clues. Your moral choice was to condemn Foley. Well, there you go. You solved the case.
Not bad.
We solved it together.
Good job, Sherlock.
And we can't see what other people did because the servers for this game do not exist anymore. But we have a personality ranking. Just.
Well, you just solved the crime.
Just. Oh, wow.
Do not ooh-woo the corpse.
Complete the game. Finish. Oh, we did it with all the cases. We did it all with the correct conclusions, Nick.
Damn it, chat.
Oh, what's going on? What's happening here, Nick?
I don't know. This is weird.
We're heroes. That's a lot of Slavic names. That's Peter Carey. Oh, that's the lady. Okay. All right. Interesting. Why are we looking at this?
I don't know, but chat would like to know if Mr. Kojima directed this cutscene.
I like how it's Night Owl's like, Squix, no. Yeah, it makes it seem like there was more going on behind these murders than what we solved. But we did it with the correct conclusions. What are they implying here? Why is the old man now a scanline? Why is he a Star Wars hologram?
I discovered the secret of immortality through theft.
Why is he a Star Wars hologram? What's going on?
I don't know. The future's weird.
What's...
Oh, no, it makes perfect sense. You've solved the case. Sherlock got turbo wasted, and we're just seeing...
Oh, this is an opium dream.
Exactly.
I heard that throat music. Music. by Kevin MacLeod.
Ghostpocalypse.
Ghostpocalypse. I was gonna say they used all of the music that they could get. Well, that was it. That's the end of Sherlock Holmes' Crimes and Punishments. Oh. Is this when Nick Fury shows up? Are we watching just a cutscene of him smoking?
Maybe?
That was amazing. Let's take a look at our casebook, I guess, Nick.
I'm waiting to... Let's see if we make a full rotation first.
Yeah, see if...
Because otherwise this is weird. Like, why are we doing this?
Well, we're sitting next to our giant bookcase filled with newspapers next to a massive fire.
Like you do.
Yeah. Remember, kids, smoking is cool and gentlemanly.
As long as you're in Victorian England where everything's terrible.
Yes, pretty much. Where this is considered healthy. Let's see, what is this? Okay, travel to Baker Street. What about that? Oh, okay, these are the past cases. But we did it. We solved all of them. And you collected every single portrait.
Excellent.
Not
This
like
was
we
delightful. Thank you so much for having me along.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, get up from your chair, Nick. See if you can do anything. No? Escape doesn't let you get up?
Nope. Escape is just opening up.
So the end of the game is you just watch this 360 shot of Sherlock Holmes smoking a cigarette.
Watson, someone appears to have glued me to my chair. I suspect Mycroft.
Indeed. Well, that is the end of
Does
tonight's...
seem to be annoyed with us at the moment. So.
Indeed. Well, that's the end of tonight's stream. We'll be back again on Monday for Tesla Effect with Mecha. Thanks a lot for coming by, Swick. I love having you here. Feel free to stop by anytime. I'd love to have you come do more fun commentary with us. Normally our streams don't go this long. Normally they're only like an hour and a half. But we were at the end of the game, so we wanted to do this case.
Oh, yeah, and it's been delightful. Thanks again for having me.
Yeah, most def. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us here. We'll be back again on Monday. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. Anybody want to say anything before we head out?
Nope, I don't think so.
Ye and or ha as appropriate. Chat, there's some free snacks lying around in the chat zone. You're going to have to fight each other for them because I didn't bring enough for everyone. But whoever wins, enjoy like the half a Reese's peanut butter cup and some M&Ms.
Yeah, the chat scene. I was also going to say, what did you think of this game, Nick, after playing it?
Generally, I liked it. I understand the purpose of the moral choices, like kind of a flavor text kind of thing. It felt too disconnected from everything else.
Yeah.
Like it's everything up until that point. It's like logic. Okay, this progresses to this, or this doesn't agree with whatever, and then you get to the moral choice, and it's like, does that connect? Does it? Like, and
yeah.
Generally, it just for me at least, it did not work, or did not work well for a game mechanic.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I didn't really understand that part either, but I guess that's part of like this game's particular thing. The next game in this series is actually called The Devil's Daughter. And I have no idea if it has anything to do, but it's a similar game to this. I don't know if it has the moral choices at the end, but it's the same kind of system. But there are a bunch of Sherlock Holmes games as well. So yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad everybody else had a good time. Yeah, throws a boulder. Good thing I brought this sword. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, you guys have a good night. Thanks a lot for stopping by. And we'll see you next time here on the Courtesy Flush. Have a good night, everybody, and take care.